I think it does, personally, because I do believe that, us as human beings, our past has, our upbringing has a lot to do with our present and future, with all our decisions that we make in our daily life. I grew up as a Palestinian child who lived in Beirut, born and raised in Beirut. I was lucky enough that my grandfather and my parents had already established a business before 1948. So when they moved, they did not have to suffer as, in refugee camps. My suffering wasn't as bad as others, but we still had a major identity issue. We grew up with an imaginary dream, and it affected my whole, artistic upbringing, or genetic combination, if you want to call it, because we had always, that story told to us that we are Palestinian, and this is our temporary home, and eventually we will go back to Haifa, and where my parents grew up, and basically live our life over there. So we never really felt, I never really felt as Lebanese until I read Edward Said, and that was doing my master's, that I'm more attached to Lebanon. I have that dream of Palestine, or our Haifa, that is expressed in all my paintings. The suffering, the fact that your identity is not accepted, as a refugee in all the world. We couldn't get a visa to go to Syria, or to Jordan, or to Europe. We were stuck in Beirut all the time, doing internal tourism, and I'm not complaining, actually I feel lucky, because I got to learn more about the city that I am living in, and indirectly getting more attached to it, and, feeling more, as a Lebanese, attached to every, corner, street, rock, to this country. And, we lived in that illusion, in that fictional, story, and until now, back in my head, I would say, oh, one day, I would go and visit at least, my homeland, know where my parents came from. Maybe not necessarily live in it. I don't know. I might not have the right to do that, but it is affected a lot in my art. That uncertainty, that that this is not your home. You become a derivative, and then I think it's clearly had affected, my decision, being an artist, to express myself that I'm a derivative. I'm actually happy with it, because that's who I am. I'm comfortable with it because of, Orientalism, the book that Edward Said had written. And it kind of made me understand that I am a person that doesn't belong to a certain country that has borders, but I belong to the whole universe. Whether they want me, whether, the outside world accept that or not. But I became more of a universal. I enjoy all the countries that I live in. I respect their rules, and I try to learn more about them, because they are my current home, so I have to do that. But I truly believe that they have affected my art.